Hey, this is Katie with Following the Funks, and today I'm going to take you on a tour of our home. Jason and I moved to Izmir, Turkey about almost 4 years ago. It'll be 4 years in September. We left the States in August of 2016. That would be right 2 weeks after the coup that happened in Turkey in July of 2016. We spent a month in Spain, and then we came into Turkey to look for our home. There's a lot to say about the process of how we picked out where we live, and that can be maybe a whole nother video. This video will be specifically on just here's our home and here's what it looks like. When we moved, Jason and I only had 8 suitcases. That is actually quite a bit of suitcases. Jason and I sold most of what we had in the States, all of our bigger items. We put everything that we could into boxes, and we have stored them at my sister's house. Her and her husband and their family have been so gracious to let us keep our stuff at their house so we don't have to rent a storage unit for now. We have absolutely loved where we lived, and we haven't moved at all. We have been in this apartment this entire time, and it's kind of crazy to think how we started this process with nothing in this apartment. I mean, no curtains, no appliances. I mean, literally nothing. I have a couple of different pictures of us sitting in maybe 2 chairs that we had bought. And then now we really do have a home that we love. We have a daughter, Sofia, who has her own room. When we got this home, I imagined bringing kids into it. She is, she's fulfilling some of that vision that I had when we got this home. But without further ado, I would like to invite you into our home and see what it looks like. Welcome to our home. We are on the top floor of our building. As you come into our home, you'll be in the entryway. We got this beautiful traditional Turkish lamp from Kuşadası. The map, the Louisiana and the Iowa pieces are just little tidbits from home that I have out on display here. We also have a place for our shoes. You'll notice Sofia has her own little basket. Turks take off their shoes when they come into their homes, and so we do the same. In our home, there's only one closet. Most homes in Turkey don't have closets. We store our bags and our coats and slippers in here. There's a little nook behind the door. We use that for coats for guests, but right now it's holding Sofia's diaper bag and stroller. To the right, the door enters into our living area. It's open and spacious, which we love. Next to the living area is also a little nook for my work desk. Our couch was really important for us to buy new, but most other things are secondhand or bought from IKEA or found along the way. We've lived here 4 years now, and so we have collected items, moved things around as we found them. My little work area is great. It makes it easy for me to watch Sofia and do other things around the house while peeking over and doing some work in between during the day. My workstation is great in this corner. We've thought about moving it other places, but it just never makes sense. Perfect where it is. It's in the best part of the house that gets the most sunlight. I recently added these shelves for some of my books and trinkets, and I love it. Our front balcony that overlooks the street and the entryway into our home. I didn't clean up for you here, but you can notice it's well loved and used. It leads around into the other side of our living area, which is our dining space. Our living and dining area is all open, one big room. This apartment used to be 2 apartments, I believe, and they turned it into 1 apartment, so it kind of makes a circle shape around the elevator and the stairs in the middle. Our dining table and buffet were both secondhand. They were amazing finds, and I love them, and they're also extremely heavy and difficult to get into our home. Our dining room opens up to our kitchen. Then we also have a very rare find, a fireplace in our home. The mantle also gets rearranged and redecorated and switched out quite a bit. Our friend Jaren made those portraits for us. One was a gift for Sofia, and the other was a gift from Jason at Christmas. Here is Sofia's little play area. Of course, we've moved things around
a lot, but this seems to work well for her. She can see us, we can see her. We changed out our TV stand into a little bit of storage for her toys, and she loves it. The kitchen is nice and open. Our apartment was newly renovated when we moved in. It's great, but it also caused lots of problems at the beginning. We have a little command center on this wall that just kind of keeps us organized, and Jason can access things as well as I can. My mom made this cross stitch for us, and it's really sweet to have all these little touches. We are coffee fans, if you didn't notice. A friend gifted us these shelves, and so we decided to go ahead and display all of our coffee things and have it out, and made a little coffee station for us. In Turkey, most people order water. We do order water, but we also have a Berkey water filter. It's been really handy to have since we drink so much water. Our refrigerator is tucked back behind in this little cove, and across from it is our pantry area. Down the hallway, we've got 3 more doors. The first is to a little laundry storage area. All of the apartments look a little bit different, but we had this space, and so we decided to use it for storage. To the right is our only bathroom on the first floor, and we actually took out the shower and installed a tub, which has been so helpful. But it's the bathroom that we share with Sofia. Hello. Here is the master bedroom, our bedroom, and it is simple. I wanted to keep it decluttered, and I wanted an open shelving system. We decided not to go with the cabinetries or dolaps, and there are a few little bins tucked under the bed, but other than that, what you see is what you get. The blanket is one that my grandmother made. Our bedroom leads out into a back balcony. You can see here we use it for hanging clothes, and there's a swing for Sofia. From the left of the entryway, it goes down another hallway. There are 3 doors down this hallway. The first on the right goes upstairs, the second is to a guest bedroom, and the third is Sofia's room. The guest room, as you can see, is for an extra bed and some storage and some random things. Nothing special here. This is Sofia's room. It's much more how I wish it would have been when she was born. You can watch a playlist about that story. Everything in here is secondhand or reused from other parts of our house. This rug is amazing. It was gifted, and it blends all the colors that we have in our room already together. Same with the crib. It's a crib she'll grow with. They'll turn into a toddler crib, and we found that secondhand as well. The map is from H&M, and it's actually a rug that I just hung on the wall. The crocheted blankets from my sister as a keepsake, and as well the doll princess is from Jason's sister, and Sofia loves it. I used to have a gallery wall over here, but I switched it out for just a simple shelf and redid the pictures. I cross-stitched this picture way before Sofia was even born, but I finished it after we got her, and it's just such a sweet reminder that babies don't keep, and she's already a 1.5 years, and so it's making me a little sentimental looking at it now. Above her changing table, we display some of her nicer dresses, and it's kind of fun to see them displayed. Up the stairs to the second floor, Sofia has gotten very good at climbing those with a full diaper, obviously, but we have a baby gate as well. To the left is a spare room. Jason's actually using it as his work area. And then to the right is a living area that leads out onto the terrace with a great view towards the mountains. I use this sometimes as my work area. There is a full bath up here. Sometimes we use it for watching TV. This room's kind of morphed at different times depending on what we need it to be. Right now, this area here is storage for some of our stuff that we use for the terrace outside, as well as Sofia's items have somewhat been scattered all over the home. The terrace is a beautiful place to be. We finally just really made it cozy and made it our own. Spray painted the chairs and moved our indoor rug outdoors, grabbed a few pillows and some new plants, and it really made a difference for sitting outside and feeling comfortable. Plus it has a great view.
Let me just say that our home is not a typical Turkish apartment. There's lots and lots of different types of apartments here. The great thing about our apartment was that it was newly renovated right before we moved in. If you want to listen to the whole process of us moving, us finding an apartment, and then kind of the struggles of moving into an apartment that was newly renovated, you can always go to the Funk Travels podcast and listen to some of our episodes. I'll link them in the show notes for you. If you have any questions about our apartment or where we got things, or if you see something along the way that you're like, oh, what's that? Like, is that a Turkish thing? Please let me know. Leave a question or comment down below so that I can see those, and then that gives me an idea of in maybe one of my future episodes when I talk about us renting an apartment or how to even do that, or talking about maybe things that you would find in a Turkish home. I can cover those topics. I hope you've enjoyed touring our home. Thanks for watching, and we will see you next week. Bye!